entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I just got back from the opening night for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Guys, holy shit. Holy shit, okay? I might be, this might be me just fanboying or just me going over the top crazy, just being a Star Wars fan, but going out and watching Star Wars: The Force Awakens kind of can do that to somebody if you're a Star Wars fan. Now, guys, we come across, of course, you know, here's the review, of course. Here's the review. Guys, the review for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. And I know I haven't reviewed Return of the Jedi or The Empire Strikes Back yet. Those will be coming on my channel ASAP, as soon as possible. I will be putting them out as soon as I possibly can. I have watched them recently, and I still gotta put Facebook, and I still gotta post them and get them all. I apologize, but I felt like this is necessary because I just saw the movie. It's fresh in my mind. I should definitely talk about it. Now, during this movie, one of my key things was, of course, making sure if there was any flaws. Okay, I wanted to look carefully and really just keep in mind that movie we got just right through the prequel movies, and now we're right here back where we should have been from the beginning. So now I got to keep a good eye and make sure there's any flaws. And are there flaws? Yeah, there's flaws, but that's me saying that is kind of like saying no movie has flaws and this movie should be ashamed of it. No, every movie has its flaws. Okay, and I understand that. And I think every Star Wars fan can understand even the original trilogy had problems. But no one cared because of the characters, the story. Everybody around this movie, and it just made it so fun and so exciting. The action was exhilarating. The characters were loved and beloved. And you're going to love them through this movie because it's the same character we saw in the original trilogy and joined with characters for a new franchise. And I personally loved it. I think they did a really good job with mixing them both. I went to the theater and it was packed, okay? I sat in the middle, everybody around me. I was experiencing their experiences while watching the movie as well as my own. And for the most part, when Han Solo came on screen, holy shit, they lost their minds. They lost their minds completely. I loved it. I love sitting in a big theater and having all this nostalgia going around because these people were just going crazy. And I'm so happy that they loved it. It really warmed my heart, and watching the movie also warmed my heart. And overall, this is a very, very, very good movie, and it should not be seen. I really think so. It's one of those movies that I would say should not be seen. This movie should be seen for everybody. I think even people who don't think Star Wars is good and hasn't even seen the original trilogy and thought it was never interesting, go out and see this movie. I guarantee you're going to change your mind about that original trilogy. You're going to want to go back and watch them after you see this movie. I guarantee you. Harrison Ford is Han Solo. Fantastic. Rey. Fantastic. Everybody who did this voice actings, the motion capture acting, their normal acting, I thought did a very good job. There was actually good acting in this movie. I'm so thankful there was great acting in this movie. Yeah, as I said, this movie overall warmed my heart. I just felt pleasantly welcome. When the opening title came up, a long time ago, Galaxy Far Away, and then Star Wars popped up with the credits rolling, I just lost my mind. Everybody around me was clapping. They were throwing their emotions at the screen. They were loving it. I loved that. I loved watching them love it. And that does not affect me. That doesn't really affect my viewing of the movie. If it had problems, I will certainly point them out. But overall, did it lighten up my experience? Absolutely. It's absolutely amazing to watch people have fun while you're having fun. So I gotta say that. Kylo Ren. Adam Driver's Kylo Ren. Probably my favorite part of the movie was Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. This movie was hilarious, and Kylo Ren, surprisingly enough, was a magnificent villain. A good comeback after Darth Vader. And yeah, even Darth Maul. I know Darth Maul was he was a awesome villain, just a bad movie. Overall, I loved Kylo Ren. What a great comeback. The guy's a badass with a sword. He is intensely and terrifying. And my spoiler review will be coming up, so I won't spoil nothing here, okay? Just to let you know. Even Supreme Leader Snoke, who we get to see a few times in the movie. He's not in it that long, but he shows up every once in a while. And even with him, I think, I was hearing the CGI wasn't great with the villains. And because it's standing out in all these practical effects, like 99.9% or like a whole bunch percent is so practical. You know what I mean? Like it's almost so practical. You wouldn't even expect much CGI in here. And there's always going to be CGI in a movie like this. But they stood out. They stood out very well because of all the practical effects. And I don't think that bothered me as much as I was expecting it to. To be honest, I thought the CGI was going to look bad. It didn't look bad. It was kind of really good CGI. I guess what people meant was that the CGI, surrounded by all this practicality, was just kind of separated it. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And I didn't feel that way at all, and it's probably because I knew what I was walking into with those characters, so I kind of just accepted it the minute I seen them. Because I really did see Chris. I watched Chris Stuckman's review, I watched the Schmoes review before I went out and seen this thing. And it's what I basically already knew they were going to say about the movie. I knew they were all going to very much like it, and I'm very pleased they liked it. And they even loved it. A lot of people loved it, and I'm so damn happy they loved it. And it's getting a lot of praise, and as it should get a lot of praise, because this is a good movie that just proves that Star Wars is a franchise that you can do a lot in. So I loved it. I loved the experience. I loved watching people have fun while watching it. I just loved it. Is there flaws? Absolutely. There's flaws with the movie, and there's no denying it. And it's just, I was expecting to see flaws, and guess what? I saw flaws. But it did leave me at the end of the movie wanting more from the franchise. I cannot wait to see Episode 8 or Episode 9 or any of the... I can't wait. Good job. I love the characters. Good job with that. If you didn't show these characters, if you didn't give us the characters that made this franchise good, what makes you think I wanted to see more? They made... Alright, there's a lot of answers that we want answered. There's a lot of questions we want answered, but we're not going to get them answered until the next movie. Cannot wait to see what the answers are. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, an A+. Now, is that me fanboying? Probably. I'm probably going off the wall fanboying. Can my rating change? Absolutely can change. I'll probably rank them. I will say this right now. This is the best Star Wars movie. I really did like Return of the Jedi, but this is the best Star Wars movie since The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, this is the best Star Wars movie since The Empire Strikes Back, which was baked back in the 80s. And I think if you're a massive Star Wars fan who loved nothing more than seeing Han Solo and Leia, then you gotta come back to it. You gotta come back and watch what these guys accomplished. Guys, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Do you guys want to see The Force Awakens? Do you guys even care? Let me know down below. Some of you might not even care, and that's fine. Not much people get the Star Wars hype like most people like me or anybody else. But, you know, let me know down below. I really want to hear your thoughts. I appreciate your watches. Follow me on moviepod.com. Follow me on Twitter. Be friends with me on Facebook. And guys, as always, I do appreciate it. May the Force be with you.